Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to contour your nose. So this is my nose beforehand. I do have a tiny nose. I know that my nose is already super duper tiny, especially from the side, but I do definitely have a little bit of a wider, not wider, it's definitely not like wide, but I know how to make it look even smaller, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that and how to kind of take what I can do on my nose and put on your nose and make it look a little smaller and contour, even though everyone's nose is so beautiful just the way it is. But I know that sometimes, you know, like I overline my lips, I like to do some winged eyeliner, you know, it's nice to kind of switch things up every once in a while. So if you want to see how I contour my nose and maybe some tricks to help you contour yours, then please keep watching. So I'm starting out with a foundation on, but I powdered everywhere except for my nose area. What I'm first gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab this contour palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm going to take this shade right here, and I'm gonna take that on a small little brush, just like this, and we're gonna start going in. Hold on. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that shade and create a line going down the side of my nose. It does not have to be super perfect. It's a little bit difficult to create these two lines, especially if you do have like a curvature in your nose, like how mine kind of went out there because my natural nose kind of curves, so the brush like curves with my face. But now, while that is on, I'm going to go ahead and take my Item Beauty Air Hug Concealer in the shade 220. I got this and I was super excited to use it as like a spot concealer, but it's way too light. But that is perfect for nose contour. So I'm going to just add a little bit right there, and then some just right down the middle, just like that, just a very small amount. And with my finger, I'm gonna go ahead and dab that concealer in, just a little bit like that. And now I'm gonna grab my wet beauty blender and I'm going to tap in these areas with the wet beauty blender. Just lightly tap these areas because we don't want to move around the product too much. So I'm just going to dab over it. Okay, so already you can see I definitely have a little bit of a smaller looking nose bridge. Just going to... So it's not perfect, I know that, but we're getting there. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take my translucent powder and we're going to powder the sides of my nose and the center of my bridge. So I have my translucent powder and I'm just going to take some on the very tip of my little sponge and go up along the sides of my nose. Down my nose. It is not straight, but that is okay. So now with my NARS Laguna bronzer, I'm going to take a small little brush like this and I'm going to pick up some of that bronzer and I'm going to go over that area that we contoured. Now a lot of people do like that little line right here. I'm gonna do it just lightly because I have like already kind of like a button nose, so I don't want that to look too intense. So now with a brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and brush over all of that. So that is my nose contoured. Now normally after I do this, I like to go ahead and go in with a blush because that will make it look almost a little bit more natural. Definitely think that if you are doing nose contour, Especially, I tend to go for a little bit more of like this natural, like my nose got a little bit more sun than the rest of my body kind of nose contour. I think when you put the blush on top of what you did, it makes it look a lot more natural. And then also, I'm gonna go one step further. We're gonna go ahead and add some fake freckles. I'm gonna go ahead and take my two favorite things to use, which is the Item Beauty Brow Chow in the shade Taupe. And how you can even make this go to that next level is apply the freckles along that nose contour first. Just along the nose contour. So it's most heavy there. Obviously bring some out, put them on your face, but make sure that the little dots will So as you can kind of see, it looks a lot more natural, and you can even just keep layering that whole process on top of each other, and eventually you'll just get like some extremely natural looking nose contour and freckles. Alrighty guys, so this is the completed nose. I think it definitely looks a little bit slimmer, but I definitely go for a more natural look than some people do, which I think works for an everyday makeup very well. If you guys want me to do a full glam makeup along with it, I think I definitely can do that. I actually want to get a little bit more comfortable at contouring my nose, so that would be cool if you guys want to see it. But I definitely think adding those freckles, if you guys do, really pulls the whole look kind of together. So that's just a little tip. So if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next video.